is I expect you to make the honor roll. Okay. All right. If you don't, you'll come back and see me. Do you make good grades?
Yes, sir.
You're capable, and I expect you to do that. I'm guilty. So right now you're innocent, but still you've got a charge with your name on it, and it's a public record, and you don't want that. You don't want things that embarrass you in life. So start hanging around better people, making the good grades. I'm going to keep checking on you, and we're going to make sure that you perform the best you're capable of. That's all we're asking. But you're able to do better than this. Shouldn't even be in this. You should be at school.
Now, I made a promise to you. I told you that if you pled guilty to this charge, I was going to let you out of jail and give you time to pay the fines and costs. Other than
I beat myself every day over it, man. I really do.
All right, well, it ain't the crime of the century. You stole some Pokemon cards. Did you steal them to sell them or steal them to play Pokemon?
Bit of both, because I was having a hard time getting a job and I needed some way to make money. And I kept trying to get a job and I didn't have no luck and I needed to pay bills. And I didn't know what to do, and then my friend coerced me into it.
Today we have a double feature presentation showing the compassionate sides of two of the toughest judges on YouTube. In today's upload, we delve into a couple of courtroom moments where Judge Stevens and Judge Jeffrey Middleton showcase their empathy and understanding. First on the docket is Judge Stevens, presiding over a case involving a 17-year-old defendant. Despite the seriousness of the situation, Judge Stevens approached the young man's predicament with a unique blend of tough love and compassion. The judge not only extended a second chance, but also offered invaluable advice to guide the teenager towards a better path. And then in Judge Middleton's courtroom, the focus shifts to a defendant charged with a minor shoplifting offense from Walmart. However, the circumstances surrounding this individual revealed a different story. Judge Middleton displayed a remarkable level of empathy, recognizing that the defendant was facing hardships, lacking family support, and even experiencing homelessness in harsh conditions. In both cases, the defendants found themselves entangled with the wrong influences, leading to regrettable actions. Despite their missteps, both Judges Stevens and Middleton showed remarkable leniency, offering second chances to those in need and proving that beneath their tough exteriors lies a genuine desire to help individuals navigate life's challenges with compassion and understanding.
23 CR 1504, Christopher Hancock. Is that German?
You could ask him that last time.
Maybe it's a unique name. I don't know anybody named Hancock. It's German?
Yes.
Yeah. Or
Yes, sir.
your family from Germany? Or
I originated from there.
do you speak German?
No. I got lost.
I took 2 years of German in college, and I wish I would have done Spanish because you just don't use German in Southeast Texas. But I thought it was an interesting language, and
You're close to Fredericksburg and around
there you go.
so-
Yeah. You're charged with a second-degree felony of, well, we know what this is. This is a serious soliciting of prostitution, which in this case carries with it a potential large degree of punishment because of the age of the person involved. So what are we going to do today?
We have not completed discovery.
How much time do you need?
They got to find some tapes. This was not his case.
Probably a month, Your Honor, if we could.
How about 6 weeks?
That'll be fine, Judge.
Okay, we said 6 weeks. Thank you. Matter. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm looking at this. Your birthday is on September 14th, right?
Yes, sir.
A month after you turned 17, you're committing a crime, according to the grand jury. You think that's wise? Do you think that's wise choice? No, you got to fix this. Do you know how long a conviction, a felony conviction lasts if you get a felony? The rest of your life, your whole life. Good luck getting a job that you want. Good luck getting opportunities when you've got a felony conviction. It hangs around you like a big, heavy weight around your neck. You just turned 17 a month when you're out, according to the grand jury, committing a crime. Have you ever been in trouble before with the juvenile people? No? That's, you speak here. No? Okay. Well, life's hard enough. You don't need to make it harder by doing things that make you carry. This is like carrying a weight, 100-pound weight the rest of your life around your neck. You've got to start making wiser choices. Do you do well in school? You make good grades? You're looking around there over here, which means you don't, do you? You can do better.
I don't make a grade.
You can do better though, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, do that. Do the best you can. You do the best you can. Whether it's grades or choices. Here, I'm not going to ask you much about this, but were you alone when this happened, according to that, or were there some other people involved?
There were others.
Yeah, well, running around with a good group is also important. You hang around people who are even better than you, they pull you up. If you hang around bad people, they will drag you down to their low level of choice making, and then you'll get in trouble just like they will. That's a lesson I've learned. And it's true. You got to hang around people who make good choices. So, Ms. Holmes is going to be representing you, and I didn't see her here today.
I haven't spoken to her. This case, yeah.
It's Tuesday.
She may be on the bench at the city, Judge. I'm not sure.
Okay, what I'm going to do is postpone this for 4 weeks, and then you have some obligations here, sir. Someone posted a bond in the amount of $5,000 to get you out of jail, right? Who did that? Well, why? She's paying for your bad choices. That's not the Christmas spirit. You're supposed to be making better choices that don't cost people money to get you out of trouble. But you're going to have to deal with this yourself. You're old enough under the law. Once you turn 17, you're treated as an adult in Texas. And when you make bad choices that end up in this court, you're going to have to be responsible for dealing with them with your attorneys. Nobody wants to go to jail. I can guarantee you that. They may say it's no problem, but it's punishment. Nobody likes it. And 2 years is a long time. Go slowly. All right. Where are you in school? What grade are you in?
I'm in 11.
11. And where do you go to school?
Paul Brown.
One of the conditions of bond here that I'm going to impose as another condition of bond. You have general conditions. You have to appear and not commit any crimes. And one of the conditions of bond that you're going to have to follow is I expect you to make the honor roll. Okay. All right. If you don't, you'll come back and see me. Do you make good grades?
Yes, sir.
You're capable, and I expect you to do that. You're gonna. It's part of becoming wiser and making wise choices. This was a bad choice if you made this choice. All persons are presumed innocent who are charged with crime unless they're found guilty. So right now you're innocent, but still you've got a charge with your name on it and it's a public record, and you don't want that. You don't want things that embarrass you in life. So start hanging around better people, making the good grades. I'm going to keep checking on you, and we're going to make sure that you perform the best you're capable of. That's all we're asking. But you're able to do better than this. Shouldn't even be in this. You should be at school. So I don't want to see you back here except to resolve this case responsibly and then never be back in court.
Yes, sir.
Except for good things. Sometimes we do good things here and celebrate events. And that's what I want to see here, not for a crime that you're accused of committing. Okay. So you're going to get a resetting. I'll see you back in 4 weeks. Okay. And Ms. Holmes is a very smart lady. Follow her advice. And I'm sure she'll tell you the same things I told her, because she's sensitive about making wise choices and making good grades in school.
Yes, sir.
All right. Get a reset. Yes, sir. John Bordash.
Hello?
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Damon?
You're Damon?
Yes. Yes.
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton. I'm here at the courthouse. Also with me is the public defender, Miss Matea Paycheck. You should be able to see her during some of this. Mr. Hughes, you got charged with retail fraud for allegedly stealing some Pokemon cards. So let's talk about this.
Okay. Hmm.
It's alleged that a year ago, December 22nd of 2022, that you were at the Walmart store in Sturgis and, Three Rivers, and you took a large amount of Pokemon cards and put them in your backpack. They also knew you from the Sturgis Walmart store. And you had apparently earlier, near that same time, stole some trading cards from Sturgis. But this is only the Three Rivers one. Now, this happened a year ago. They issued the warrant and you called about it in February of last year. We told you there was a warrant. And then we got another call that said you were in the homeless shelter in Branch County and wanted to take care of this. So you turned yourself in at the jail. What day did you turn yourself in?
Literally yesterday, we tried going in at the Branch County Sheriff's Department, and then they denied getting me because I did not have an ID. And I currently don't have my wallet at all.
All right. Well, how do you plead to this charge that a year ago you stole some Pokemon cards from the Walmart in Three Rivers? Let me tell you what it is. It's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Do you understand?
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
It is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Probably 1 day in jail is sufficient for this. If you plead to this charge, I'm going to let you out of jail. And I'm going to give you time to pay the fine and cost. Do you understand?
I do plead, and there is more to what had happened. I was not the only one, and I can
All right,
attest.
well, let me stop you for just a minute. So are you going to plead guilty to this charge? Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty?
No, I'm just being completely honest.
All right,
I
well,
made
that's
a
what we,
mistake and it's not normally my character. And big part of it was me being coerced into it by a friend. And I found out that he's not truly a friend.
yeah, that's probably
And I have a lot, like he was a big part of it and he was the one that planned everything.
all right, well, let's talk about that in a minute. Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you will be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will be no trial. Do you understand that?
And what would come out of all this?
Well, let's finish this part first, then we'll talk about that. If you plead guilty to this, there won't be a trial. Do you understand that?
All right.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. All you got to do is tell me, and I could appoint an attorney for you, or you could hire one of your own choosing. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court, so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, they would not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, I made a promise to you. I told you that if you pled guilty to this charge, I was going to let you out of jail and give you time to pay the fines and costs. Other than that, did anyone promise you anything to get you to plead to this charge?
No, I was just gonna be completely honest.
All right,
I
what's
beat
right?
myself every day over it, man. I really do.
All right, well, it ain't the crime of the century. You stole some Pokemon cards. Did you steal them to sell them or steal them to play Pokemon?
Bit of both because I was having a hard time getting a job and I needed some way to make money. And I kept trying to get a job and I didn't have no luck and I needed to pay bills. And I didn't know what to do. And then my friend coerced me into it.
Well, how much can you sell these packs for?
I don't remember, but I know some of them you could get like an extra dollar or two out of it, but that was it.
All right. Where are you living right now?
Currently at the homeless shelter in Coldwater. And I don't have any job or food stamps or anything.
All right. Well, you're barred from Walmart stores. I'm going to give you 1 day in jail credit, 1 day. The law presumes that I'm not supposed to order a jail sentence, and this wasn't the crime of the century. But it is interesting to know they knew you from Sturgis for doing the same thing. And when they found this one, Sturgis said, hey, we know that guy. He stole some Pokemon cards from us too. So I'm not sure how much your friend was coercing you. You were just in the Pokemon theft business. But the fine here is zero. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee and a $50 state minimum fee, $162 restitution to TR Walmart. $287 to make that due by next June. When did you last work?
My last job was at McDonald's, and that was a month ago, give or take.
Which McDonald's?
The one in Coldwater.
All right, you're gonna need some time to get your life back in order. Where's your family?
I only have my sister in Sturgis and she's not really much of a support system. And both my mom and dad are dead.
Who brought you over here to turn yourself in?
I went to the sheriff's department and they want to take me, so then I had to go back to the shelter, and then Paul, the owner of the shelter, he's had past issues in the past with the law and he's turned over a new leaf and he was trying to help me out. So he made calls to like the district court and all that, trying to help me out, be able to get here so I could turn myself in because that's what I wanted to do.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, you're gonna get out here in a little bit. Have you got somewhere to go? Will someone come get you?
I'll have to call Paul. He said he'd call me. He said for me to call him and he said he can work something out. But
All right.
if not, if he can't, then I have nowhere to go.
Well, I would then ask you to maybe go to Keystone, our homeless shelter right here in Centerville. You know where that is?
I think so.
Well, the sheriff can tell you. You can walk there from there. But I don't want you to be standing out there in the cold. Anyway, you can't go to Walmart and you owe me $287 by June 30th. And that's 1 year you can't go to Walmart.
And is that like which Walmarts, or is that just the whole chain as a
All of them.
whole?
All of them.
All of them?
Yep, no Walmart for a year. And this is actually a year. You waited till after Christmas, so I guess I respect that, but you did turn yourself in. You stole some cards because you needed money, and that's not good. But I'm not gonna leave you in jail for stealing some Pokemon cards. So if you can't get a ride, you go to the homeless shelter here in Centerville, and I think they can put you up till somebody can come and get you. Do you have any questions?
Would it, the information I have in regards, like I said, my friend, he was the one that did all the planning and all of that and
Yes.
forced me into it. Is there any way I can like give information about that? Cause I'm no longer.
Well, this is a
friends-
Three Rivers police case. You could give that information to the Three Rivers police.
Because I know the person, he lives in Sturgis and he was on probation during that time. Cause he always.
What was his name?
Jesus Sanchez.
And one of the problems is your word versus his. I don't know whether he's in the video or not.
I don't know, but I know he was there and he was the one that like had us drive off and everything. Because I don't drive. He is Hispanic, but I don't know if any of this helps.
Yeah, well, that's very common name.
Sadly, yeah.
Well, I don't know, sadly, but a lot of people are named Jesus Sanchez. All right, you can share that with Three Rivers PD if you wish, but otherwise you're free to go. And if you can't get a ride, you should go to the Keystone Center here in Centerville. All right, good luck, Mr. Hughes. Stay out of Walmart's.
I hope you guys have a nice day, by the way.
All right, thank you for that. You're good to go.
Is the button here?
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.